Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your guy Rez, and we are back again for another dope live stream. Excuse me. I appreciate everybody hopping on this Wednesday right here, the sunny Wednesday here in the Bay Area, California. But we are back again, as you can see here, for another live stream. So if you guys see the highlighted comment, I do these live streams every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And basically, I kind of go over some topics, to discuss whatever, is currently on my mind or something I want to talk about on the channel and just kind of break it down amongst everybody in here, everybody that tunes in, on a weekly basis. Shout outs to everybody that, comes in regularly and shows their support on the channel. You know what I'm saying? It is greatly appreciated, nonetheless. But if this is your first time, hopping on these live streams, I appreciate you guys for real. It's always I always try to have great topics and great conversations with everybody, because I like to hear other people's opinions on things, respectfully, of course. I'm not here to bash anybody, and I expect the same in return. I know we all have difference of opinions on things, but as long as we're respectful about it, that's probably the most important thing, I think, in terms of taking away the takeaway, of this stuff. But I see some comments in here. I see people that are live with me. Shout outs to the people that are in here. Big Surge, what is good? Excuse me. Appreciate you, bro. POB One Fool, what up, what up, what up? Appreciate you hopping on this late afternoon, or I should say early evening. So this topic right here, guys, is something that has kind of briefly talked about it, but I never really had a full breakdown of it. And it's something that I want to have a conversation about. And hopefully, people will chime in the comments, or, if they want to hop on live with me and just kind of break this down. Cause, I'm very curious to see how people feel about it. And I think for the most part, I kind of get a gist of how certain people feel about it, but I want to really understand why they feel a certain type of way about it. And if you guys are wondering what the topic is, it's actually on the description of this live stream. This is episode 35, by the way, guys. So we are moving along pretty quickly. It is tomorrow is the end of March 2022. And like we're already at episode 35 of these live streams. I remember like from the first time I did the live streams, it was quite a while ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. And there's been a lot of highs and some some lows, with some conversations that we had, but at the end of the day, they were all great topics, nonetheless. So, I want to talk about resellers today. Resellers, and basically just the whole concept of reselling, and also the concept of a restock. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because something recently happened with me where I was the subject of paying resale for something, which I always these days I'm an avid advocate for this type of stuff, where I try to not pay resale for anything, and I always try to promote it in a very educational way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to collecting, not just jerseys, not just sneakers, but just everything in general. Um, and something prompted me to break that vow. You know what I'm saying? I haven't paid any resale on any sneakers for about 2+ years now. And it's still going strong. And I still don't have any intention of paying crazy, ridiculous amounts of resale on any shoe moving forward. However, with the jersey game, that's a little bit different. That's a different story for me. And lately, it's been a topic that I've seen floating around on other groups as well, like Kings of Throwbacks, for example. By the way, shout out to everybody on Kings, man. For having a dope meetup. You know what I'm saying? There was a huge group of some heavy hitters in the Kings community on Facebook that all met up in person, and they went to the Mitchell and Ness flagship store out in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I wish I was there, man. I was there in spirit, but I wish I was physically there because I would have loved to have met up with a lot of those guys for the first time in person and just create some great memories. You know, especially like recording a video or something would have been so epic. You know what I mean? But for those of you who are wondering, we had King Leonidas, who is also a fellow YouTuber. We had Nostalgia Boy, another YouTuber, BYG Slim. We had Mighty Mouse Fan, Throwback King. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. We had Sarge that was out there too. There was just a huge group of people that all met up, and they were all under one roof, and they made some great memories. And you know, if you guys follow me, you know, I tagged I made a little funny meme video, not video, but photo, which I won't go into too much detail unless you guys know about it. But yeah, just going back to the topic. Sorry, I was like digressing, guys. But yeah, I want to talk about like the reselling aspect of things. And you know, I invite anybody that wants to hop on. I do have open spots available. If you guys want to chime in and share your thoughts on this topic, let me highlight the comment. So if you want to see right there below, you could check out the StreamYard link. Just, you know, copy paste it and go, you know, just put your name in. And then if you want to hop on, I'll let you hop on. And if you want to have a conversation with me, that's dope. And then also, if you don't want to show your face on camera, but you want to chime in, there is the chat box on the other side of my screen right here on my right side, right over there. So yeah, so I'll start off, man, and I'll say my piece about this because you know it's one of those things where it's kind of comes with the territory. And you know the whole thing about it, man, is I've heard both sides of the playing field of this. And I'm one of those people where I don't want to pay resale on something if I know that I'm probably going to sell it sometime later down the road. Now, I don't like to think like that, but realistically, I mean, let's be real, guys. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you all have, you buy stuff and you look at it as an investment, right? Because it's something you might not want right away or something you might not want at all, but you look at it as an investment because you know that you could potentially make some more money off of it later, right? I think we've all been through this phase, and just really breaking it down and understanding every, I guess, aspect of your decision on whether or not you decide to purchase whatever it may be, whether it's cards, whether it's a sneaker, whether it's a hat, collectible, whatever the case may be. You know that there is an investment to be made with something like that. I'm sure, and I've heard it. You know, I've heard it from fellow collectors. Um, yeah, the sad Wolvie meme. I knew it was going to happen. That was the first thing that popped up in my mind, bro. And when I saw that, when I saw that picture, I was like, all right, I need to do this. I need to do this because this is exactly how I'm feeling right now. But yeah, man, salutes to you, Mac, man. I appreciate you guys, you know, posting those like pictures and also the videos that some of the other YouTubers did. It was a great video. I enjoyed every single one of them, you know, long or short. And you know, it was dope. I'm sure you guys, it looked like a great time. But yeah, like you know, going back to the topic at hand, like just having the aspect of paying for something. I'm not in this game to make like ridiculous amounts of money. Um let me post it again. Let me just post the link by itself. Um yeah, so I like I said, I'm not in this game. Whenever when I got into collecting, I wasn't looking at it about the money. There was at one point, and then I realized that it got to the point where it was taken away from the whole the fun of it, really. Because then you start to feel like, oh well, I gotta get this, but I can't get this right now. But if I buy this now and resell it later, I started to get in that businessman like reselling mentality that a lot of people have. And it's easy to fall into that because I've fallen into that many times. And sometimes I fall into that as well. And it's one of those things where you know I don't want to do that anymore because it really takes away my genuine love for collecting. when I start to think like that. I mean, it's great that you get money, you get extra money in your pocket, you could spend it on other things and take your loved one out, or spend a little extra on yourself. But like everything that comes in between it, in my humble opinion, is just not worth the amount of headache, having to deal with the hardships of like taking a loss every week or whatever you're looking for. And I have some guests actually that are in the queue right now that I will let hop on if they want to share their piece. So I got my first guy, POB One Full. What is up, bro?
Yo, man, what is cracking?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Just listening to the topic at hand, just relaxing right now, and I've been agreeing with everything you said, my man. I mean, the resale business has gone insane. It really has, and as far as like, regardless of anything, mainly just sneakers, the sneaker game and stuff, because I get what you mean. Just last week, I was in LA, man. I was trying to find the Panda Dunks that just
Yep.
restocked as a gift for my niece, and oh my god, I had to go through. I'm not kidding you, 10 different stores, 10 stores,
Yeah.
and of course I went to a sneaker resale place that finally had them, had the size, everything. Had to pay almost $300 for those things.
I
And that's
believe
the
it,
most
bro.
I've ever paid for a pair of shoes, and it wasn't even for me. So yeah,
I believe it
I get what you mean.
for sure. Hold that thought, man. I have another guest in the queue. I'm gonna let hop on as well. We got
I
my guy, my fellow Baydestrian, Bay Area throwbacks in the building.
What's
What's
good?
good?
What's good?
What up? What up? What up?
What up,
Chilling.
man?
What's good? How you doing?
Doing
It's
good.
another Wednesday, man. Talking shenanigans and talking with fellow Jersey holics and in the queue.
For sure.
Yeah.
Um, all right, hold up. We got another guest.
What's up, Jake?
All right, what up? What up?
Oh, not much. Just wanted to quick jump on and give my 2 cents before I head out to work. So,
Okay, for sure, man. You know the topic, right?
yep, about reselling and just how messed up all that stuff is getting.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
your take on it, man? I know you're on a tight schedule, so I'll let you say what you need to say.
Okay, well, I'd have to say I agree with you. It's getting to a point where, like, it's not even just sneakers anymore, because that always used to be like the big thing. It's just like, oh, the sneaker resale, this, that, and the other thing. But now it's not even just like sneakers, jerseys, stuff like that. It's like even in the die cast community and stuff like that, like Hot Wheels are like normally $1 or $2 are now selling for like 20, 30, 40, which granted in the grand scheme of things isn't much, but still, with inflation and this and that and the other thing, it's getting to a point where I don't even like, especially because I don't know if you saw the new Washington Wizards like city jersey leak for next year.
Yep.
Oh, please, those things are already sold out and they haven't even dropped yet. And you already know that those things are going to be selling for 500-600 plus for the swingman already, if they even make an authentic. So it's like it's getting to a point where it's just like, like I would much rather just go to the clearance section and just get something like that, just because I know it's actually there and I can pick it up versus literally just having to like pay double, triple, quadruple the price for, or the whole FOMO thing, because not everybody can sit in front of their computer for like 24/7, with like all the bots and all the, technology in the world and this and that and the other thing. And it just, yeah, it's just too much, really. And it's just annoying because literally there's like a drop on anything and it's gone within what, 2 hours, a day at most. You're lucky to get it through the weekend anymore. And that's with any of them, like case in point, the City Edition jerseys. Like, how many times have we been, sitting here complaining about the City Edition, drops and like all that Nike do, because they literally, I mean, they know what they're doing, because at the end of the day, they're figuring, well, we can increase our profits by making them so limited that everybody and their dog is paying 5, 10, 15 times retail. It's like, I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Hold that thought because I
Yeah.
haven't. Yes, I'm gonna let hop on right now. Yo,
What up?
What's good?
what's on, bro?
What's going on, man? What's going on, panel?
Just another evening, having some shenanigans about tonight's topic. And Jake was saying he was preaching to the choir, man. I mean, this is a topic that is kind of getting to the point where it's almost like, I wouldn't say go that far, but it's like getting very, very common now. When it's almost like the swingman versus authentic conversation. I feel like, but this
It
topic,
does get beat down to the ground.
yeah, this topic is starting to get beat to the ground. But I think having this conversation for people who are new to the game or people who have that FOMO mentality, fear of missing out, I think it's important because it's one of those things where you kind of start to lose your goal onto why you collect, you being the individual. You know what I'm saying? Because I've fallen into it many times. Not even just with sneakers, but even now with the jerseys, like I've fallen into it.
Falling into what? Exactly.
Like the overall, like paying resale and falling into the hype because something is limited, or I feel like I have to have it in my collection because I can't be a collector of this particular team or this particular brand if I don't have it. And
But
it's
what changed that mindset that I'm not messing with? Because you're at a point with your sneakers that you're saying I refuse to sell. I refuse to buy resale. What clicked in your head that made you say that?
I think it was like, I can only speak on my behalf because everybody has a different breaking
Of
point.
course.
But for me, it was like when I'm gonna use the sneakers for an example because I'm
Yeah.
really like, I have not paid resale on any sneakers for like 2+ years. But when I used to buy sneakers from people, from resellers, so to speak, I saw these people that were doing things with their life, with their families, because they publicly put out their life out there like that. That made me feel like, why am I putting myself in a financial situation? Oh, damn, Jake must have left. My bad, Jake. Hey, I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Yeah, he had to go to work. But anyways, yeah, like it got to the point where like I was looking at these other people that were resellers, and I was seeing these people having a family, having their own spot, being able to go on vacation, going to all these great extravagant places because they were reselling to people, and people like myself were paying into that. And it almost felt like a form of jealousy, but it also was like, yo, I don't want my hard-earned extra money to go towards somebody like that who really, the only reason why they're doing it is because they have like connects, or they're capitalizing on a moment. No disrespect to them, but it's like, yo, like I want to live like that too. And I can't live like that if I keep giving you $200 on top of a $200 shoe. You know what I'm saying? And it got to that point where I was like, yo, I don't want to do that no more, man. Like it shouldn't have to be like that, because obviously in terms of sneaker releases, everything is like rigged. You know what I'm saying? Like there's for the most part, like you look at Nike and how they bots, and you have all these people that backdoor pairs and all types of crazy shit. And then there's people like us who don't have connects, who have to pay a premium price just to get something. And then next thing you know, that thing's going to be out of style. And then this is going to be the next wave. And then you got to do that same thing again. Just like what POB One Fool was talking about with the Panda Dunks. Like, nobody really messed with Dunks before. Now you got Dunks, which are like the cheapest sneakers out there in Nike, like $100 retails, and they're reselling for $300+. And POB One Fool couldn't even, those are not even for him. He bought those for his niece, I think, which.
Yeah, it was my niece.
Yeah, and it's just like it's very discouraging. As a collector, it's discouraging, and also like as somebody who is in my point in life, me being 34 years old, like I still want to be able to experience life, and I can't do that if I don't have, if I don't have the money to do that. And it's not that I can't afford it; it's just that if I'm going to be spending $400 or $500 on a pair of shoes when really the shoe should have only cost me like $180. You know, it's kind of a no-brainer to me. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, with the reselling aspect of just in general. You know, even with the hats, like the vintage hats, that's another thing. I had to cut that real quick because it was getting to that point where it was like prices. I mean, these are like $10 hats that people were selling for like $300-$400, which is absolutely out of this world to me. But there are people out there that are paying for it, and I don't think people realize that. Like, people will knock on like like Mitchell and S hats that they're doing the older style hats because they're saying, oh, it's killing the community, it's killing. So you're telling me that the community is about reselling and making money off of people like that? Like, is that what that community is about? Because if it is, no disrespect to anybody in the vintage community, but it's like, I don't associate myself like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the hustle aspect of it. I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but as a collector who's genuinely in this community, in this whole fandom, because I love the community, I love the sport, I love the way it looks and other things like that, it sucks. It sucks that we have to be the ones to suffer. And you have other people who have things like that where they could just, they look at it as an opportunity to capitalize, you know, because they know there's money to be made. And there's going to be people that are going to be willing to spend that money. I just don't want to be one of those people anymore.
By the way, I just want to be devil's advocate too. Like, you know, by the way, this is like all first world problems. By the way, like,
of course.
Yeah. It is.
I just find it funny, like two things that made me stand out about the how the one thing I couldn't stand about the sneaker game was when there's a dope ass sneaker out there and people say, oh, this shit's sat. Why does sneakers sitting in stores make the sneaker less desirable? So you're absolutely right. So you're telling me if these were limited and they cost $1,000, they'll be dope. But since they're sitting in stores right now, you can get a full size run, but they're garbage because they're sitting. I can't always, you know, you've been there. Oh, this is sat. I'm like, so what? I got him. That's the whole point. Like, who gives a fuck if they sell or not?
People don't have their own minds.
Exactly.
So else likes.
It's about, you know, like I said, some people are in this game to impress other men. You know what I'm saying? I know this is your page. I never got Virginia from having the dopest release and the dopest sneakers and the dopest jerseys. Like, I never had some girl be like, oh man, he got the latest Jordans. Let me go throw this thing at him. Like, no.
Oh, you're gonna get more compliments from guys than you are girls.
Exactly. We're trying to get compliments. Not we. I'll put me. We all, you know, we all been a little hype beasts before, but we're in different levels. You know what I'm saying? But half of these dudes are trying to just impress other guys.
Okay, so tonight, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
do you want to know what jersey prompted me to make this live stream, this topic tonight? I'll show you guys right now. I'll give you guys like a minute to guess. I'm gonna grab it right now.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a Nike authentic jersey.
It's gonna be a city edition Nike jersey.
All right, hold on.
I'm thinking it's a those Mitchell Ness like collaboration jerseys.
There's no way.
Or is it the J. Cole shit? Because Rez wanted.
Yeah, I was thinking the J. Cole jersey. That
because
Rez was.
Okay. I'm thinking a Nike jersey.
I thought it was Nike, but he brought that up. It could be the J. Cole. I don't know.
I can see that.
All right,
you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh yeah, rivalry. It could be that too. All-Star game.
Rivalry, yeah.
All right, let me highlight my screen real quick.
All right.
Yeah, see, rivalry. Was
the All-Star jersey. That was my second guess.
So
that was my second guess.
All right. Hear me out here. So I'm sticking to my guns on the sense that this jersey is hideous. My mind has not changed on this. It's an ugly jersey.
But
However,
the collector in you.
Yeah, well, that and then my fandom to the Warriors. Like,
That's
obviously, we all know that Steph Curry was the MVP for this All-Star game. You know, he scored like 16 threes, like phenomenal, broke a record. But in terms of like this jersey, this is probably the last jersey on my list that I would ever wear. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Like, I only bought this jersey because I wanted to own a piece of Warriors and Curry history.
Would you wear the sleeve jerseys before that?
No. No, I did.
Yeah.
Just checking.
The sleeve jerseys were the absolute worst
Idiots.
ever.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just wondering.
Nah, you're good. You're good. But I'm saying though, like with this jersey right here, like even before I decided to buy it from the seller, I was like telling myself, I was like, this jersey is fucking ugly. Like, I don't like this jersey. I know people's minds change. They're like, oh no, you know, it's actually the authentic looks great in person. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna. I can't convince myself that this jersey is a beautiful jersey because it's not.
The design is ugly.
But you know, like I said, the collector in me, and also the price point, like this is lower. I got it lower than what current market value is. So if you guys know, market value on this thing is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh no, it's crazy.
I still paid resale for it, and it was one of those things. And shout outs to King Leo, by the way. I was talking to him about it, and you know, he kind of has the same mindset as me, and most of us in here. But yeah, man, like after I bought that, I started to kind of feel like, fuck, man. Like I told myself that I only want to buy jerseys to wear. I don't want to just buy shit to sit. And
Rez, I'm gonna cut you off, but if Roberto Clemente wore a neon green polka dot jersey that's disgusting, but I know he wore it, it would be part of my collection. I wouldn't wear it, but knowing that Roberto Clemente wore that at one time, so I completely understand where you're going, Rez, as a Jersey head, as you're, you know, obviously a Curry fan and a Warriors fan. I'm not a Pirates fan. I'm a huge Clemente fan. If there's a Clemente jersey that Clemente wore and it was hideous, it was silky and shiny and had polka dots and had all kind of crap, but I know that he wore it, it'll be part of my collection. A lot of people say this shit is ugly, but I mean, I would go out of my way to get it because it's just part of my collection, part of my fandom.
So how, I mean, like, how do you assess that though? Like what take us through your mind as you're decide, you know, making that decision to pull the trigger as a collector. Like how does that happen?
You could go so many angles. There's like the FOMO, the part of missing out. One, the thing I always told you, you almost feel as a collector, there's, you know, this is gonna sound crazy, but it makes sense. I'm just being 100%, keeping it 100. That you feel like your Curry collection is incomplete without that jersey. I would feel like my Roberto Clemente collection will be it won't be all the way through if I don't have that polka dot jersey in my collection. You know you hate that jersey. You can't stand it, but there's a couple things that go with that. You're never gonna see it at the price that you got it. One, two, they're hard to get and authentic. You know what I'm saying? And three, you're a Steph Curry fan. Four, there's history behind the jersey. You know what I'm saying? And five, you're a fucking Warriors fan. So there's so many things that you can go. Like my mindset would be like, it's a little selfish on my part. The fear of missing out, me being a fucking fanatic, one, me being a Jersey head, another one. And it's kind of like you feel like, yo, my shit ain't gonna be complete unless I have this jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's the part of the psychological part of it. You really don't need that jersey, but in your head, you're saying, damn, I'm not the real Curry fan if I don't have this jersey in my collection, which we all know you love Steph Curry. So that jersey, not having that jersey in your collection doesn't take away how much you love Curry and you love your Warriors. Right. But to others, maybe you're like, oh, you're not a Curry fan. You don't got that All-Star jersey, though. You know what I'm saying? It's almost kind of like that whole thing I was saying. Like, sometimes we're here to impress other dudes.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, man. I mean, like, really, like, I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking about, like, do I regret purchasing this jersey? And I'd say I'm 50-50 with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, if I need it for the collection, then how is those sleeve jerseys not in my collection? How does that affect my collection? I don't want those. I don't like the jerseys. I don't think there was anything that Curry or the Warriors did that were phenomenal in those jerseys. So it's like a lose-lose, like the way I assess it. But with this jersey, it's like
it's history.
It's history because this is the first All-Star MVP that Steph Curry's gotten in his career. You know, he became the MVP, and I don't know. It's just
the rarity, man. They're not easy to come by. You know,
the sleeves aren't either.
Huh?
The sleeve ones aren't easy either.
Oh,
to
but
find.
those shits were everywhere when because if he really wanted it, he would have got it when they first came out. You know what I'm saying? Because they were all over the place. You
I have
can't
no
find them now. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, they were like all over the place. Every
I
team
got you,
started
yeah.
doing
Because
it.
the All-Star game just happened, so right now it's even hard to get them, even though it just happened. I got you.
I get that authentic is better than swingman. Like I get that aspect of it. Obviously, when you're comparing quality, it's a no contest. The authentic is going to be better. Like almost like 99.9% of the time. My only thing is like again is just like nobody told me to buy the jersey. You know what I'm saying? I made that decision to pay the price, even though I told myself that I wasn't going to pay resale on any jerseys.
Because you're plus your inner hype beast, not hype beast to other people, but yourself, your inner hype. Trust me, I wasn't thinking about one Laker jersey in my life ever. But watching that documentary, Winning Time, whatever, not documentary, but that show, bro, I was like, for some reason, I was looking up Magic Johnson jerseys. Why? Because I'm caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch a documentary or highlight reel or something, and you're like on eBay, like, let me see how the jersey look like. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get this jersey. How come every time the All-Star baseball All-Star comes on, I'm looking at All-Star jerseys. Basketball All-Star game, I'm looking at basketball All-Star jerseys. And the Pro Bowls, I'm looking at Pro Bowl. Like we get caught up in the moment too. That's our inner hype beast. That we're living in the moment at that second, like, oh fuck, I need this jersey look dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Curry hitting all those threes. That shit got you open, like, oh shit, yeah, them shits is, you know what I'm saying? But what if he had a bad game? What if he wasn't MVP? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have bought it then.
Exactly. That's that inner hype beast in you, not for other people, but for you. Because if you had a bad game and he was whacking it and it was a boring game, maybe you would have never got that jersey.
Right. Real quick, let me highlight Mac's comments because he's been live in the comment section. But he says, I feel better about my collecting when I don't share it, to be honest, because I'm doing it for me. I used to post everything I got. Now I rarely share then.
I'm with Mac. I really I have a lot of figures, but I have yet to show.
I mean, I think like, see, for me, like I approach it differently because I like to show my collection because I want to be able to share it with other collectors out there. Obviously my collection is nowhere near some of the levels of other heavy hitters on YouTube and stuff, but I'm proud of my collection because it's special to me and it's unique to me. Having said all of that, I feel like being here on YouTube and using Kings as a platform to showcase my collection it's an extra incentive to collect, if that makes any sense, because I don't feel like I'm getting chastised by people outside of this realm of people look at it like some people might look at collecting as, oh, you have a problem, you need to get checked out.
No, but the thing about sharing your posts and sharing videos and we all do it because, like I said, we're the only jersey heads in our community. I have to let this shit out somewhere, somehow. I gotta take a picture and like share it with my fellow jersey heads. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things too. Is like being into something that nobody around you is into sucks. So we go here. We go to these lives. We go to Kings. We go to Jersey Kings and Lids and let it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, somebody like I'm excited about this jersey. There's nobody around me. My girl doesn't give a fuck about the Roberto Clemente jersey. But I posted on Kings of Throwbacks. I can have these conversations that, oh yeah, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of being part of a community. You know what I'm saying?
It's
but
just
I get what I get what M Diddy is saying though.
I mean, it's just like when we were in school. They have different clubs. This club, that club, that club. There was never no damn jersey club. This is our jersey club. You know what I mean? Just we're not in school anymore.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How do I feel about buying it? How would you have felt if you didn't own it? How would you feel if you had gotten it at retail? Is there a difference? If I got it at retail, then I wouldn't feel as bad. You know what I mean? Because I would have been like, all right, well, it is one of those. It's in the collection. I most likely wouldn't have paid an extra dollar amount to this person who I know is probably going to use that to have a really nice dinner or whatever the case may be. And it just makes me think about that. Like every time I make a purchase, I always think about like if I'm paying resale on something, where is that extra money gonna go to, and what is this person gonna do with it?
But the thing is, that to me, that's like that's counting people's pockets. Once you pay that amount, you're paying that amount. And that's like You selling something, it's like you selling something to me. No, like I'm selling something to you, and then you turn around and sell it to somebody else to make a profit. I shouldn't care. At the end of the day, I got what I wanted for it. Whatever you do to the jersey shouldn't affect me. If you resell it for $1,000 more, why should I feel bitter? I got what I wanted for whatever you. So it's like you don't worry about counting people's money. At the end of the day, you paid for it for whatever you paid for, but you made that decision. You could have said no. So why should I sit here? I paid an extra $100 for a jersey and worry about what the hell he's doing with those $100. At the end of the day, that's to me that's counting people's pockets. You know,
No,
you could have easily said no.
absolutely, absolutely. And there's no, I mean, there's really no right or wrong answer on this. Is because at the end of the day, it's your decision. Nobody is grabbing you by the arm and telling you to fucking take this jersey and pay this price for it, except yourself. And you know, like yeah, I really want to. I just want to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions on this topic, so I could kind of get a better understanding of it. Because counting people's pockets that's obviously that's none of my business. Like whatever money they do with it or whatever I pay for it, and however they spend it, that's on them. But you know, like I said, like with the sneaker thing, like when I was seeing people that I was buying stuff for, seeing them have a brand new house and a white picket fence and you know your typical American dream type of house with a dog and kids, like it just damn dude, like I want to be able to experience that too. But you know, it made me also think like, how are these people able to do that? Well, it's because they're selling stuff for X amount of prices in dollars, and it just makes, I don't know, like in a way, it kind of makes me feel a little jealous, like to be quite honest with you. But at the same time, it's like I can't really knock them for it because nobody, like I said, like it's me. It's 100% me that's making that choice to pay out, you know, whatever a dollar amount. So I'm just trying to get a better understanding of like what we go through and how do we deal with stuff moving forward, like with this whole aspect of collecting, like Bay Area throwbacks. Like I've talked to you about this, and you're a good example because you were telling me that you were dropping like pretty good money on these Nike Authentics recently, you know, for the Curry City Edition. That you just pay. I mean,
I dropped 400 on it, so
that's crazy, bro.
Damn.
I mean, it. My issue with the whole thing is just I think, and I mean I chose to buy that, so it is what it is. Like I'm not. I just think that us who actually want the items to wear, we should be able to buy it for the amount it's sold for. Like that's just the crazy thing, that us that actually want it can't get it for the price that Nike's selling it for, which to me is like when I was a kid, I used to go to Costco and buy the 36 pack of candy, $18, sell it, and I get double, right? But I didn't buy every single candy box, so no one else could buy candy unless they bought it from me. If you wanted to go to Costco and still get it for the price, you could. I just made it convenient for you because I was next door to you, so I'm going to sell you some candy. But the way it is now, we can't get the jerseys for what it's sold for or what it's supposed to be, because first, Nike's only dropping so many, and two, these people, I don't know how they do it, but they buy it all out, and then we can't get it for. I just think it's BS. Just because I mean I don't know. I don't know. People are gonna make their money how they're gonna make it. I just think we should be able to, as actual wearers of these items, should be able to get it for the price that they're being sold for by Nike. Like that's crazy to me.
So tell me at this exact moment in time when you saw the price and you paid the $400, what was going through your mind, like the post purchase, like when you got it in hand?
Pre-purchase or post? Like after I already bought it?
Both. Like walk us through it, like what you were experiencing.
Well, I just wanted the jersey. I thought it was cool, and then I mean, I looked and compared to all the other, because I was seeing it for up to 600, 700. I was seeing it for more up there. So the fact that once I saw it for 400, to me, that was the lowest I was going to be able to get it for. And I knew that even if they continued with that jersey down the line, this was the only year where they're going to have it with the diamond. And I know like Throwback King says, oh, it's like paying, $100 for a patch or whatever. But I like the patches or different special things because it makes it specific to that year. It's more specific, which I like. So I just knew it was going to be harder and harder to get it the longer I waited. So I said 400 to me is crazy, but it was the cheapest that I saw in my size, and it was brand new. So I just said screw it. And then after I got it, I don't really think about it, and it's not like something that's over my head.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's crazy. I couldn't get it for like $240 they were selling it for, but like I said, it was my choice, but I wanted it. So
Do you regret paying the amount that you did, or just the resale, or not?
no, only because I mean, to be honest, just I'm good with saving my money. So like that didn't, I was still able to eat. I didn't still pay my rent. Like nothing, it didn't affect my life, but I still would have rather had that extra $150 for something else than pay it to this guy who bought it just to sell it. But I mean, it's nothing I think about or ponder after. It is what it is.
Yeah, I get you.
Mhm.
I think like POB, like what are your thoughts? Because I know you, man, you're all about finding deals, and I know that there are deals out there, but sometimes, like you said, you got to pay the price. Like those.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I totally get where Bear is coming from. I mean, because there's going to be some points where it's like stuff is going to be much harder to find, and obviously there's only those one time type of items that once you find it, and once you find it when it's your size, it's the way you want it, or brand new whatever, you there you hit that fork in the road. It's like, okay, how much am I really willing to spend? And I don't know if that point's hit me yet, besides last week when I paid for those dunks. But it's because it's different, because for last week, because for me, I wasn't doing it for myself. I was doing it for someone because it was her birthday, and I wanted just to see a giant smile on her face, which she did, and that was the most important thing for me. But as far as when it comes to me and the things that I'm looking for, the things that I want, I always have to reevaluate everything. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna get this, but is it gonna how long do I have to stop like looking at other stuff that's with like a couple of months, a couple of paychecks, in order that way I can get back into it? And it's things that I'm always constantly asking myself, like, okay, once I get this, and if I pay this much for it, how long will it be until I can get back in order to look for the next thing? And yeah, man, like I said, that's why I look for deals. That's why I look for the best options. I go to like local spots that I know of, and and try to like haggle with some of the guys so I can get the best deals. But at the end of the day, if there's something you really want and there's a specific price, and if you're willing to pay for it, sometimes you gotta bite the bullet. And that's kind of how I view it.
Yeah. One thing that made me feel some type of way about it was with this jersey specifically, was that it recently restocked. So restocks is another topic that makes me kind of feel a certain type of way about paying resale as well, because
Yeah.
restocks is kind of like it's almost like a get out of jail free card type of thing. When you look at it, like you pay resale, you go to jail type of thing. But it's like when you get a restock, it's basically giving you a second chance, us as collectors, a second chance to get something without having to pay that extra money. So I'm sure we all can agree on this, that I love restocks. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think it's great.
Oh, I love them too. Absolutely.
I think stuff should never sell out to the point where it's going to like 20 pairs or whatever is going to one person. I don't think it should never get to that point, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The one thing I love about restocks, it does like uppercut people, the resellers, because a prime example is the you should know this, Rez, the South Beach LeBrons, the most sought after sneaker, man. Oh, those are my grails. I love those. Oh, I need those in my life. I'll pay whatever. They restocked, came back out, re-retroed, came back out, same style, same box, same everything. Why nobody's like picking them up? Because they're everywhere. Like, how come now they're garbage? They ain't all that. Why? But it was everybody's grails like a week ago, but now everybody can get them. Now they're garbage. You know what I'm saying? That's like a prime example of like, the restock hashtag whatever slash re-retro. So I kind of laugh at it, I chuckle at it, but it sucks to be at the other end of that. as far as like you have an original something that has value to you, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna hold on to this because I know this has value in the end, and then Nike just drops the sneaker like general release, it just makes your sneaker shit. And your selling point is, oh, this is the OG one. No, I was like, no, I don't care about the OG. These are new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
9
as
times out of 10.
far as the jersey game, it sucks because imagine if you pay whatever you pay at premium price for those Nike jerseys, and suddenly they just drop them, and like fuck, I could have got it at this price. So you just gotta like either you pull the trigger.
Yeah, man, it's scary. It's one of those things that's scary. That's another reason too why I'm very cautious when I pay resale for any type of jersey, because it's like I'm sure we all look at stuff as investments. Obviously looking at reading some of the comments, like Mac, he was mentioning, $100 to $150 over retail. I think that's acceptable because what is that jersey going to be worth in 20 years? So he's looking at it already from an investment standpoint. And I know a lot of us look at that too with our collection. Like we're not just buying stuff that's worthless. It's obviously we could recoup money and sometimes maybe even more than what we paid for at that time. I try not to think like that, but I also do think like that. Like it's kind of already a given whenever I decide to purchase something, because realistically, I mean, if something happens, life happens, unexpected events happen, and you get in a financial bind and you need some money. So obviously you're going to look at what you have. That's the first thing I would do, if I was in a tight spot and I was like, shit, I need to come up with this much money by this time. First thing I'm going to look at is everything around me here. And I don't think there's anything that's really worth taking it with you to the grave, at least for me. I don't have anything like that, you know what I'm saying? But with the restock stuff, like it's it's great for collectors like us because we're not in it. I mean, I could, I don't think any of us is in it in here to flip, but it's definitely sucks to be on that other side of the table, especially if you spent $900 on a pair of Yeezys and then find out later that they get retroed again, and then you're like, fuck, like what am I gonna do? I can't recover this money. And are you really spending $900 to wear a shoe, or are you paying $900 because you know that you could make more off it in 2-3 years from now? You know what I'm saying? So really, like going back to the shoes again, because I'm gonna use it's like the prime example for me. Like I paid a lot of resale for a lot of my sneakers. Like I'd say about like 75% of my shoes that I have in my collection were all from resale, or like paying resale. And little by little, I'm finding out that Nike's starting to bring back a lot of these shoes, and Yeezys and Adidas and all these other things, are coming out. And I remember, for example, with Kobe, when Kobe passed away, his shoes skyrocketed. Everybody wanted them. Everybody and their moms loved them. I remember, and it sucked for like genuine Kobe fans and Laker fans and stuff like that because they couldn't get their hands on them. And I don't know if you guys follow, but recently,
before you say that, I know where you're going, but you're a fucking weirdo if you're buying sneakers, GG sneakers. I'm sorry, who the hell wants to get a sneaker dedicated to Kobe Bryant's daughter? I'm like, I don't care, bro. To me, that's it. And people are profiting off the death of she had nothing to do with the NBA. She had nothing to do with Kobe's career. She had nothing to do with the Lakers. But you want to buy a GG Nike sneaker? To me, that's fucking weird. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. But the sad part that this is going to be the ultimate like resell. The resellers are going to drool over this. And the people that genuinely want it are not going to get it. And you already know that's going to happen, Rez.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. And also, like I said, supposedly, I don't know if it's true or not, all the proceeds of anyone who buys that sneaker from like the actual stores, it's going to go to their like fundraisers and stuff. So I don't know how true it is, because you know how it is with some of these corporations. But I'm hoping that's true.
The GG sneakers are gonna 100% gonna go to the not Kobe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The GG sneakers. That's what I mean. Just the GG
not
sneakers.
The Kobe line.
So why? My bad. I didn't mean to cut you out. Go ahead.
No, okay. No, I just wanted to say I'm just hoping that one thing, in order to wait to like at least counter, I don't want to say counterattack, but to counter, all those resellers that got all the hands on their Kobe's after he passed, it's kind of is do more restocks. So some of the sneakers already came out, like restock the Grinches, restocks all the 5s and the 6s that came out. Just do a whole bunch of restocks. That would be a good solution there.
Well, Mitchell and Ness, like people talk shit about, oh, people like profited off Kobe Bryant's death by selling their sneakers and selling their jerseys. So what's the difference with Mitchell and Ness? Like Mitchell and Ness made Kobe's exclusive, and they were pumping them shits out because that was cash money. Because it's Mitchell and Ness, it's okay. But if it's the common Joe that has a Kobe Bryant there sitting for months, and they're like, all right, shit, I can sell it right now and make a profit. That dude he's a piece of shit. He should fucking whatever. You're profiting off Kobe's death. But Mitchell and Ness is keeping Kobe Bryant's jerseys in stock and rotation. You never see Kobe Bryant's jerseys sell out. They're always in rotation. They're always exclusive, and they never go on sale. You know why they never go on sale? Because Mitchell and Ness ain't stupid. They're gonna eat that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of defending the resellers a little bit, because that whole time that when Kobe passed and people were like calling out all these people like, oh, you're a piece of shit for profiting off their death. You think Mitchell and Ness is not doing the same thing? They did exactly that. They held off the jerseys, waited, and just started boom, 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 pumping them out. And people were eating it up. So what's the difference? Because they're a retail store? They're still a retail store.
That's true, John.
What I mean, but like what makes shit, I lost my train of thought here. But like what makes like everybody, what makes it okay for people to, I guess, sell, like, for example, like the Kobe's that are getting restocked? Like what makes it okay that like people are gonna buy them and then flip them? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it because you mentioned like Mitchell and Ness, like how it's no different, you know, like they're literally using Kobe's name and his jersey to pump out stuff, and they never
John just said, like you said, good. Mitchell and Ness didn't charge 10 times the retail price, but Mitchell and Ness pumped them out so much that you're not going to pay over retail for Kobe Bryant. When he first passed away, people were paying crazy money. Right now, would you pay over $300 for a Kobe Bryant jersey? No. You know why? Because you just go to mitchellandness.com and get them. That's the reason. That's what I'm saying. So that's proving my point. Literally, Mitchell and Ness killed the resale of the Kobe Bryant jerseys. Because right now, you can go to mitchellandness.com and get any size you want. That's why nobody's paying 10 times the price.
So do you think that if like they weren't as readily available, like let's say Mitchell and Ness decided to release Kobe's jersey maybe like once a year, and basically if you missed out and they're not going to bring them back,
that's one that this is their printing money with Kobe Bryant. One, like I said, they never, how come they used to go on sale all the time before Kobe died? Kobe's weren't exclusive. That's what I'm saying. I'm proving my point because before Kobe died, Mitchell and Ness Kobe Bryant's weren't exclusive. You know what I'm saying? But now they're exclusive and they never go on sale.
Yeah, it's not exclusive because it's Kobe. It's exclusive because he died.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because that's a name that's something that they always, like Jordan and Kobe, never go on sale. They're all exclusive and they always have a full stock run. That killed Mitchell and Ness killed the resale value of Kobe Bryant. Unless you get like a Nike authentic, which is, I understand that. But as far as, remember, people were paying hundreds of dollars for swingmans and the replica champions, like crazy amount of money.
right?
But now that's no pun intended, but that's just dead now. You know what I'm saying? Because Mitchell and Ness like set the bar. You're always gonna have these in stock. What if Kobe Bryant's right now, Nike decides we're always gonna keep them in stock? What if Jordan 1s were always in stock like Air Force Ones? Would people like gaga over them? No, because everybody can get them.
I would. That's just me. I mean, I
know
don't
what I'm saying, but it won't like. But I'm talking about like the so-called sneakerheads and hype beasts would think them shits were whack because they're always available.
Right. I'm gonna highlight this comment real quick from GTC. He says, well, LeBrons in general are losing their luster all the way across the board, like the Big Bangs and the Watch the Thrones. It's a different day and age now. But
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So what's gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen though if LeBron, once he retires? Do you think that's gonna change? Because I do.
No.
I think the narrative is gonna change completely.
To me, that comment don't make any sense because when the Big Bangs came out, everybody was gaga over them. When the the whatever the eights, the South Beach Eights, everybody was gaga for them. They're losing their luxury across the board because they're re-retroing them. And now these so-called big bangs that everybody loved, sometimes now is like, I can just get them for like a couple bucks over retail. It wasn't like before, $800, $900. So it loses its luxury because it loses its whatever because it's available. You can get it now.
You think it's the FOMO? That's why people were paying it before they retroed them.
No, because at the time it was cool to have the South Beach Eights, to have the big bangs. Like it was cool to have those when nobody had them. But now they're available across the board. Now it's kind of like, they alright, they cool. But but like a month ago they were like fire. They were my grails. You know what I'm saying? Rez, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
I'm
for
not
sure.
saying that you don't, the Bay Area, but that's the whole thing. I was using the Kobe as an example. People are going gaga over Kobe's stuff after he passed away. Now Mitchell and Ness just made it cool. Made it. They set the bar as far as like I can just get a Kobe Bryant anytime I want.
And that's what I'm saying. GTC like 5 years ago about the Zebra Yeezys. I wonder how it's feeling. Exactly. Like that's the reason why I don't pay resale for in general. I just don't like the fact that like if you're holding something and you're paying this premium for it, you want to like the inner hype beast in most, and all of us is like, oh, you want to be different. You want to have stuff that not everybody has, yada, yada, this and all that. But then you pay that money, you pay that extra premium price only to find out 5-10 years from now, the shoe is either going to come back out again or the shoe's not even going to be worth the money that you paid for it the first time. And I'm telling you, I get hit up all the time. They're like, well, what if you can't get it when it comes out again? Then I'm not going to pay it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not going to buy it. You don't have to have it. But I feel like as collectors, we have this little, like, it's like this little gene in us that makes us feel like we have to have the latest and the greatest when you really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like this Steph Curry jersey, I really don't like. I really didn't need it, to be honest with you. And do I regret getting the jersey? I regret more so paying that extra premium price that I did for it because I know that there's a possibility that this jersey may come out again and I could get it for retail. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. I don't know if I can't speak on everybody else's behalf, but that's how I thought about it. And Bay Area, like I don't know if you noticed, but like they restocked on that City Edition Curry, like at the Chase Center.
But how quick is it gonna sell out? And me not being in the Bay anymore, it's kind of like, am I actually gonna get it? You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like you're obviously for you, it's different because you don't live in the Bay Area no more. So going to Chase Center is not really an option for you, like when they release shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I even when I was there last time, I even asked them, and they said they probably weren't gonna ship the new authentic releases. Before they did, I got the Draymond, I think the Icon or whatever the white one. They shipped it to me, but now with these ones, they're saying they're not going to ship them. You have to be there to get them. So it's like, even if I caught on to it the day it came out and wanted to order it, they're not going to do it unless I have someone to buy it for me and ship it to me, someone else. You know what I mean? So for me, it's kind of like I kind of had to, but
right. John says also Kobe's wasn't part of the exclusive section when he was playing. I got my Kobe jersey. Mitchell Ness had a $100 jersey sale. Yep.
Somebody always brings up the $100 sale. I'm cursed, man. I'm cursed.
TJ says Mitchell Ness changed their prices now. They taxing like 25-30 on some jerseys. Jeff made fun of me back in Foot Locker when I chose Kobe Galaxy over the Big Bang when they first dropped. I had all of those, and I still would love to have all of those, even though they're still like readily available.
Yeah, I gotta hit up Costco before it closes, so I'll be in the chat.
All right, bro.
I'll see ya. All right,
get that 50 a hot dog, bro.
I got you.
All right, man. For sure.
That's why we have good prices.
No, for sure. He said it was cool to have a bright sneakers back then. And he says, I like what NECA Toys is doing. They open up pre-orders for toys for a week, then it close it. I wish they did that everything and they charge for shipping, so it kills profit too. Yeah, no, I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's a way that everybody can have a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? If the distribution was just, I guess, thought about a little more constructively. Like if they did that for jerseys and sneakers, I wouldn't be having this live. I wouldn't be having this conversation. A lot of people on King.
But put yourself in the seller's shoes. If you got a hot product and you know it's gonna sell out, and people are using bots to do it, who cares? You made your money. That's what matters to them. You think they care what people are reselling it for? At the end of the day, they got rid of their stock. You know what I'm saying? If you had a store, if I had this and for sale, and as long as I get rid of all my stock, I'm good. Whatever you guys do with it, it is what it is. So at the end of the day, you think Nike really cares?
No, they don't.
Nike doesn't care.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But to flip the table on it, is that gonna does that change your I guess your opinion on the brand or on the product, that these brands out there don't care about us or what we do with our money? Does that change you at all? Like,
no. Why should I care? That's to me, at the end of the day, you like the product, you buy it, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always putting myself as a seller. I think Nike's sitting there like, oh shit, we just watched Rez live. I think we should change the way we think. You know what I'm saying? No matter how long Nike's been Nike. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they don't care, bro. They're making their money.
Right. GTC says LeBrons will go back up, but these kids today, the style is different. These LeBrons are most likely performance-based, and we live in a social media climate, and people incorporate style when they buy shoes.
I think that comes full circle, man.
I think
it does. Yeah. We were all wearing baggy jeans 10 years ago. Now we're wearing slim, like people were wearing skinny jeans, like what, 6 years ago? Like really skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, what makes you say next year the fashion is not gonna be baggy jeans again? So, we go with the trends. A lot of stuff that, think about when you was wearing baggy jeans and you saw somebody with skinny jeans, you fucking point and laugh like, what the hell, this dude wearing them skinny ass jeans. Now move forward 10 more years, you're wearing those skinny jeans.
Right.
So it comes full circle, man. Fashion goes like this in a full circle. Sooner or later, that jersey trend is gonna come back. It just takes the right people to do it. As far as like celebrities.
For sure.
And when that jersey trend comes back around, your videos, your view count will go up. Can you imagine? Like I said, I always use Ewings. Nobody talks about Ewings. Nobody gives a crap about Ewings. But let Travis Scott, when Travis Scott was at his peak, let Travis Scott wear a pair of Ewings in a concert. Can you imagine? Ewings will be like the hottest thing ever. Not because of Patrick Ewing, not because everybody crack, oh, they're boots, they're heavy, they're this, they're that. But let Travis Scott wear a pair of Ewings. Then my page will be popping. Yo, that's the Ewing guy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bruh, that's what I'm saying. Either you stay in your lane or you just following it. Either you're a sheep or a wolf, man, at the end of the day.
Off topic, but do you still have pairs for sale?
What?
Ewings? Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's always got Ewings for sale. So there's certain Ewings I just refuse to sell because they're just my favorite sneakers.
I feel like Ewings, you'll never run out on those.
Favorite brands.
Yeah. To answer Swell's question, no, I don't plan on getting the AI number 6 jersey. It's dope, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. That's just me. What's GTC? So that's why Jordan 1s and Dunks are popular, and of course are hype because causing even newbie resellers to glom on a hard stock, making it hard. Yeah, no, for sure. For somebody who has always been a Jordan 1 / Dunks SB guy, it sucks. You know what I mean? It really, really sucks because I have to pay premium. I told myself I'm not going to pay resale. I haven't paid resale in 2 years. Imagine I lost count of how many Dunks and SBs and Jordan 1s came out since 2+ years ago. Yeah, let that
sink. Before bots, I used to be like, yo, why are people complaining about resellers? I used to be like, yo, just put in the work, get in line. You really want that sneaker, put in the work, and you'll get it. You don't have to worry about resellers. But then I understand the whole bot thing. Then after the bots, it was like, all right, this thing is getting ridiculous. But sometimes, like, if you really want something, you put in the work, and you put in the time, make those relationships, you could get those sneakers easily. But some people are just like, fuck it, I'll just pay the resale. I don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah.
But some people got it like that.
Money. Yep, they just got their money and they're like, I don't care about all that. Just give me my shit.
And they set the bar, you know what I'm saying, for these prices.
Real Money says to stop the reseller madness, sometimes you have to wait it out. Let scalpers find out they just bought 30 jerseys or PS5 to keep them all for themselves. Then that flip is a major risk next time. Yeah, I never understood reselling on consoles. Because it's crazy, dude. Like, I remember when the PlayStation 2 first came out, how crazy that release was, and what people did. And
I remember too.
You can find this everywhere now. And people are trying to give them things away. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
it's only cool until the PlayStation 6 comes out.
I know, right? And you know they're gonna make another one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm usually a year late. I'm waiting till the PS6 comes out, and then I'll get it. I'll get the PS5.
Yeah, that's how I am too with like the latest and great, especially with technology, like with phones and stuff. I'm not trying to get like a brand new phone.
Like, do you really think PS5 is like PlayStation's like, all right, we did it, PS5, that's gonna be the last thing we ever do. We're all set.
Just wait like another year.
Right now, right now, PS6 is right now. They're working on it right now, as we speak.
Yeah, I could never spend that X amount of dollars on a pair of a console like a PlayStation 5 or even like any console really. I can't justify it. There's no.
But the thing is, like, the same way you paid money for that Steph Curry jersey, somebody has that same mentality for a console. So it's like we can't knock other people. I'm not saying you're knocking them, but that's the mentality that in our eyes it's cool to spend over retail for a jersey because why not? We don't want to miss out, but we can't turn around and say, why would you spend over retail for a PlayStation 5? It's the same thing. It's just a different drug.
It's a different drug. Yeah. It's also one of those things where it's like history repeats itself. There's never been an anomaly where a system was like
the one.
Yeah, unless it's like literally like a brand new, still in box Super Nintendo, never removed. Like those things are worth like gold if you find one like never removed from box. But I mean, like, ever since I've been into consoles, as early as like, you know, the Nintendo and Atari, like there's never been a high desire like for somebody to go out their way. But maybe if it's like a collector, you know, they just want the console for a collector's piece. Okay, that's one thing. But like when you're looking at it from, oh well, StockX has a used once Nintendo with both controllers intact. Like, no, you never see that. And you know, when you look at apparel and stuff, like, you know, sneakers or clothes or anything really, there's always that. Now we have, you know, StockX and GOAT and all these like websites, eBay now, you know, getting in on the sneaker stuff, which like price matches stuff, and it's a different time, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to think like what has become like the norm now when it comes to reselling and stuff like that. Because like sometimes too, like I'll when I used to pay resell and I'd buy stuff from resellers, I'd meet up with these people. These people look like, I'm like, dude, like I didn't know you were into this stuff. They're not. They're into making the money, but they could get two shits about, you know, this jersey or this sneaker or whatever the case may be. And it boggles my mind, dude, because it's like wherever there's money to be made, man, everybody wants want a piece of the pie. And it sucks for us because we're the people in between. We're the people in the middle, and everybody else is you got the resellers that are like at the other side, and then you have the company that's on this side, and we're in the middle, and they're literally pulling.
Some people are just about their money, man. Like I don't get into I never bought something to resell it. Like as far as like new release, I never bought the latest thing to resell it. That's to me. I'm always like, I find something, I'm a Kari for like $20. If I make $80, I'm happy. As long as I'm in the green, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm into finding older stuff and reselling it. I'm not into like going, you know, something that's just dropped tomorrow and turn around and make a $20 profit, which is stupid.
What up, Big John?
What's up, Rez?
What's going on, man?
Big John.
Not much, man. You know, tomorrow's my parents' 25th anniversary, so excited for that. So got on the 97, 98 USA run, Michael Jordan.
That's what's up, man.
Was the anniversary of what?
It's my parents' anniversary.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, man. And I'm gonna tell you, Friday we're gonna be taking that trip, and I'm excited, man. You know, I've saved up. I can't tell you how many jerseys I missed out on, and you know what? It's gonna be worth it. And I'm at a point, you know, don't get me wrong, I love the jerseys, but I would rather go on trips, man. I'd rather go and meet all you guys. Because that jersey I'm going to be buying, at the end of the day, it's going to be in my closet. So I would rather go to Philly and meet Mighty and Slim and everybody, come to the Bay Area, meet you.
I want to get off topic a little bit, and I gotta ask Throwback King, man, because I know you had one of the most memorable meetups with the community, the Jersey community.
Oh man,
and I know you did a video which was dope. I saw Slim's video, King Leo did one, and I know Nostalgia Boy talked about it a little bit, man. But like, how was that whole experience?
It was definitely dope. You know, obviously I met Roberto for the first time, aka Nostalgia Boy. I met King Leo for the first time. You know, I met Mac for the second time, and I already knew, you know, Slim and
Mighty
and Matt and then Mark. And meeting Sarge for the first time was really, really dope. Having that convo, it was really dope to have like something. I sat there. I almost felt like like I said, I'm not conceited. I'm not big headed or anything like that. But you ever had that moment, like my brother always told me, I want to have that moment that I'm an old grandfather and I'm looking at a family reunion, and he's looking at it as like, I made this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, his seed became seeds and seeds and seeds, and like you see his great grandkids, and to be in that room and saying that you created this moment. I'm not like I said, you know me. I'm not big. I got a big head, but I'm not big headed. But to sit there and say like, man, Kings brought this together. You know what I'm saying? The Throwback King, the Kings of Throwbacks page made this moment happen, made these relationships happen, made these friendships happen. Like, it's so dope to sit back and see this, and just like everybody, like King Leo, the way he is on the way he is on YouTube, that's he's the most humblest, like nicest guy ever, bro. If like everybody that you think the way they are, that's exactly how they are in real life, which is, I love it because it's genuine and it's real, and you can tell nobody's fake behind the camera. So it's very genuine. It was a very like amazing moment taking that picture. I wish all you guys could be there, but this is something that wasn't planned like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a long-term plan. My plan was just to go down to Philly and go back to Connecticut, and that's it. And then it became what it became. So definitely, man, I wish you guys were there and shared that experience, which is gonna happen. I truly believe that we're gonna break the record of most Jersey heads in a room sooner or later, man.
Oh, for sure. That's
Really
definitely yeah, no, that's definitely in the works, man. And I'm glad, because Slim reached out to me, and he was telling me some stuff, man, that happened behind the scenes, and I got a little emotional. I'm not gonna lie, just the conversation that we had, and he was telling me that what you guys are talking about and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy in a way that it's good, but it's also like it's very emotional for me, because for somebody, I would never be doing, like I always say this, bro. Like, I would have never been on YouTube had it not been for you. Like, first and foremost, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. My channel wouldn't be where it's at if it wasn't for you. You literally planted the seed, and to have me come on here and come back to it and continue to grow. I know I put in the work. I know how, that
definitely
you put in the work, but the idea and the acceptance of a community that I really knew nothing about at that time really just kind of grew, and it grew into something. And I took that and I made it my own, which is why I have my channel. And fast forward, 12 plus years later, here we are again, still keeping in touch, still talking about the same shit, like jerseys and collecting and things of that nature, and also growing now, because we have new faces like Big John and Jake and King Leo and all these other guys, you know, that are new to the circuit. But I don't look at it like that. I look at it as all of us basically growing together. And
Definitely,
you know,
man.
it's amazing, man. It's amazing. You know, that's one of the things I love about this community is the fact that it's not about buying the jersey. I mean, that's one aspect of it, but it's more so of growing and sharing and creating memories while doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Like Pio, like my thing is, I appreciate your words, by the way, Rez. My thing is you Rez, like you're basically you're planting those seeds now with other people because they're gonna look at you, say John, POB1, they're gonna look at you guys as like the pioneers of why they started a YouTube channel. I'm just the old foe back in the day that was hyped up to like build a community. Yo, it was like 10 of us tops. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else was doing it. So that's why it was so exciting. But now there's so many like, communities of everything. So it's dope, like POB one Fool is like a prime example. Like, bro, you was like what, 14 years old? Something like that. I forgot how old he was. 14 years old when he started doing the YouTube. And now he's a grown ass man, like you know what I'm saying? Like you're a grown man, and like it's weird, like it does not weird that you're a grown ass man. It's just weird that
I feel what you mean.
We feel you grow through this community.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I credit all the guys and kings for that. I credit you. I credit Rez, who really got me doing the videos. I credit Neil. I credit a bunch of those guys. No, even guys that no longer do it, like Ball Track, Jewel2B, A-Rock, and those guys. Like, I love their videos. And really, it was you guys that really gave me the courage to say, hey, you know what? I feel like I got a dope collection. I kind of want to show it off too. And honestly, man, what you created was a brotherhood. Because we're all brothers here, and it's just whenever we talk, we're talking every day or we talk every once in a while, it's we have a bond. There's a bond, a really strong, I don't want to say damn near unbreakable bond. A lot of us are going to disagree with stuff, and you know what I mean. We're going to have little spats here and there, but at the end of the day, it's a bond. We all enjoy doing one thing together.
Exactly, and like I said, like I don't make as consistent video. I do make videos once in a while, but I'm as consistent as as Rez and every other people. But I've become like a fan of all you guys. Anything that grows this community and makes it better, I'm a big fan of it. Sometimes I don't even watch the video. I just click a like button and walk away because I don't have time to watch the video. Or I have your video playing in the background. I'm always hitting the like button and whatever. Maybe I might not comment, but I'm always supporting, man, because this community to me this community is very very small. To me, it's still small. Definitely still small. I feel like there's ventures. There's the hockey jersey community. There's the whole whatever. A bunch of people that don't know the history of the jersey communities on YouTube because we're the one that started it.
Yeah. Throwback General, what up? I don't know if you're new to the channel or if you've been, if you just changed your name, but salute to you, man, for hopping on or in the comment section. He says, we're like Rockefeller, we're the Army and the Navy.
Hey, yo, guys, sorry to cut you off right here, but I'm about to go eat some dinner right now. Hopefully, I'll get to hop back before you end this live.
For sure.
So, yeah, man. So peace out for now. So, yeah, thanks for having me on. Like I said, hopefully I get to hop back on before you guys are done. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later.
All right, man. Appreciate you hopping on. Terrence from Kings, what's up, bro?
What's up, Terrence?
Hey, yo, you should have met up with those guys too, because you live in Philly, right? If I'm not mistaken. But
have you ever bought a jersey, found a fake jersey without knowing it?
Yeah, I have. I actually have, and it comes with experience.
Definitely.
There's no shame in buying a jersey if you didn't know it was fake. You know what I'm saying? Like a fake jersey. I mean, I think that the takeaway with it is learning from that and using that knowledge and passing.
Definitely, man.
That goes a long way. Trust me, that goes a lot. I had to learn. I had to go through. We all had to go through some type of pitfall of buying fakes. I'm gonna use this jersey as an example because this jersey always got me every time. Was the Moses Malone St. Louis Mitchell Ness authentic? I bought that jersey fake, like so many times, and it wasn't until I think my fifth try when I finally got it right and I got a jersey of that style and player. And it's one of those things where it's like I had to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. I had to really do my research and my homework and figure out, okay, well, what do I gotta look for? I gotta look for the cut of the jersey. I gotta look for the the details, the stitch, like so many different things. The jock tag, and
And it's
eventually,
funny. It's funny, like you struck out so many times, and you finally got that jersey in collection. Now, if you see the jersey pop up, you're probably like, "Nope, that's fake. Nope, that's real. Nope, that's fake." Now you became a pro on that
Yeah.
Spirits of St. Louis jersey because you know like what to look for.
right. I could tell it from a mile away now, and I mean that in the most humblest way possible.
Of course.
BYG, what
Let's
up?
go back with
What
the
up, fam?
background noise.
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
You probably get what I'm saying.
Hi.
What you got? What you rocking tonight, bro?
The 87 Michael Irvin, Miami Hurricanes.
That's what's up. I was actually eyeing a Hurricanes jersey too, but I'm like, oh, man, I shouldn't right now. I shouldn't, but I might get one soon.
Yeah, I got the home and away. It's a shame that them fools messed up they messed up the Ray Lewis. They stitched it and it's supposed to be heat pressed like this, but
So fire.
it's still super tight. Definitely proud to own it.
Yo, why I find that Moses Malone jersey in my uncle's closet? Is it legit?
Huh?
No, I was just highlighting a comment. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the topic, Slim, but we were talking about like resellers and basically restocks, and like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, just the whole like, I was talking about like the mentality of like paying resale to somebody for something. It doesn't even have to be jersey; it could be anything really, and just the overall like whole thing about restocks.
I mean, my opinion is, man. I mean, I originally I wasn't even going to chime in, and then you guys start talking about the fucking meetup, and I was like, oh, I'm hopping in. So, because I mean, my opinion pretty much is just like, it's one of those things where you're either not going to pay what the resellers want, or if it's something that you really want, like it depends on your mindset. Like, how bad do you want it? Like, do you want to, like, if you pay $100 over, my mindset is probably not the same as what maybe some people would do. Like I work in the tip industry, and I look at it like this. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, if it's something that I really want, depending on its rarity, if I'm gonna, make a move on it, and if it's something that I really want, I'll overpay and then just work harder the next couple of days to make that money back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as simple as that. Like, I mean, there's been times where, jerseys have popped up and I just go fucking bonkers, and just can't even think straight. Pardon my French. I don't know if you're monetized tonight, but I just lose my shit. And the Randall Cunningham case in point in the meetup, dude, when that dude Harold Gundini popped up on eBay with that thing, I had never seen a legit one, and I lost it, man.
A Pro Bowl one that you were wearing?
I asked Snacks when I was like, have you ever had, like, I remember asking Snacks when we were up there, when we met up. I'm like, yo, have you ever had a jersey or whatever? Just like, you just you got a chance to get it, and you just did. I couldn't even think straight. It was weird. It was really weird. But, and then once I got it, I was just like, wow, and then it's like that same, people have said before, again, I've heard Snacks say this. It's like, yo, you got the excitement of getting a tracking number. You got the excitement of a jersey on its way and tracking it and showing up. And then all of a sudden it's like that same feeling like what Big Tom was just saying a minute ago. It goes right into the closet and you kind of forget about it because it's out of sight, out of mind. And then the next thing you know, it's just like, man, I'm trying to think, Rez. I really wasn't ready to answer this question.
Good, man.
So because I mean, I chimed in, like I said, I was like, I got all excited when you guys started talking about the weekend, and I'm still buzzing from that weekend, to be honest with you. Like I came home and I was like, man, now I'm back home, my boring ass life. I was like, had so much fun over the weekend, and so yeah. Dude, Rez, by the way, oh my God, real quick, that shit was so funny when Rob was leaving. Snacks had already left, and King had already left, and so Rob was. We were sitting out in Mighty's driveway, and it was starting to get cold. So I was like, yo, I'm about to go back inside. Rob was like, yeah, I got to go back and do stuff with my kids or whatever. And as we were walking up the driveway, we were pretty much to Mighty's door, and all of a sudden you just hear Rob go, "Yo, look at Facebook! Look what Rez just posted! Funny as shit!" I was like, and I got in the house and I looked, and I was like, "Mighty, look at this shit!" We both just busted out laughing. I laughed for 10 minutes straight, easy. I chuckled, I was like, I kept looking at it, and just like, this was funny. Caught me off guard.
That was the first thing that came to mind when I saw that picture, because I got the notification that Snacks posted something, because I get notifications whenever you guys post something in the groups, and I saw that you added a photo, and when I went on there, the first thing that popped in when I saw that photo, that was that song by Garfunkel, the Darkness song, and then that freaking image.
Hello,
I didn't think twice.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's dope, man. Like I'm glad you guys had a great, and I thank you guys for uploading a video on it, because that was really cool to see that. That see you guys kind of interact with each other. I didn't realize how tall you were, Snacks. Like when you were in Mighty,
I didn't either until I met him at the hall.
Your head was like literally like in like centimeters from the ceiling, bro. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't either until I met him at the hall.
That was crazy. That was crazy. That's the first thing I saw. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed, like in that video. Either that or like, and then King Leo too was like, I thought he was gonna be like towering over you guys, but no.
I don't know if you peeped it. He and on Slim's video, he wore that Grant Hill jersey. Literally was touching. He said he was touching his Achilles. It's hilarious. Yeah, that jersey, it was a jersey dress on him. That was only 556, right?
A rift on Sad Wolvie. Yo, did y'all see a sneak peek of that new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
And then they deleted it.
Nah, I didn't. Probably because of what happened with the Oscars.
No, they posted it afterwards, and then they got all these comments about, the timing, and they deleted it. Why are they dropping it? I don't want it to turn into a Mitch and Ness, but why are they dropping a Fresh Prince line? Why all those fake fucking Fresh Prince jersey just because it says Mitchell and Ness is gonna be different, bruh? Unless the jersey is like pressed on like what he wore on the show, bro, you're just making a fake jersey with a Mitchell and Ness tag.
Yeah, I think what it is though, like, sorry to get off topic, but I think what it is that it's just now Mitchell and Ness, they're almost treating the brand like a lifestyle brand rather than
they're whoring themselves.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the same company that we all grew and loved like back in like 2000s. Like it's now every week you got like different collabs. You know what I'm saying? Like even with like the J. Cole stuff too. Like the only collab that I remember Mitchell and Ness doing was the Rockefeller thing. That was like back in like
2003.
2003, right? And but they haven't really done anything like that until Peter left, and then they started to do all these different type of jerseys and stuff like that. So that shit just went slightly downhill. What did? Talking about the jerseys? Shit, there was a comment that I saw in here I was gonna highlight real quick. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but I actually the reason why I went live is because this jersey purchase that I made prompted me to do it, and I told myself I wasn't gonna buy this jersey, and I fucking did it. This is the authentic Curry Nike All-Star jersey that I got.
That feed that came up on Kings earlier, I screenshot it and hit it to Mighty, and because I think we can all agree that Mighty's put on a couple pounds in the belly, so I figured that jersey would fit him good, and he's a Curry guy.
Bro, stop picking on Neil, bro. Jesus.
So anyway,
you've become a bully,
I shot that feed to him. I shot that video to him, or that link to him, or for on Kings, and he just was like, I even though he was the MVP, I don't like that jersey. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I thought you might. I was like, Curry's your boy, so.
That's crazy. Yeah, I figured he would get it just because he's a big Curry guy, and Curry was the MVP. But hey, man, respect to him. He's sticking to his guns. I told myself this jersey was ugly. I still think it's ugly, but
how is it in hand though?
And the FOMO and all that prompted me to buy it, and that's exactly what I did. So it was hard though. It wasn't like an easy buy. Like I had to really, really convince myself to buy it. But. Nostalgia Boy says collabs are hit and miss, but that's the big industry thing now. All these brands doing collabs with each other. Yeah, no, for sure. It's the wave now. Robbery says, speaking of regrets, I got a Rockefeller jersey from Dan back in the day. Shaking my head. Do you really?
That Rockefeller jersey's dope.
I liked it. I thought it was dope.
It's fire. There's so many fakes of them now, but to have them they're individually numbered. And it was, it was funny. The person that retired the jersey, and he turns around and kills off the throwback trend.
Right.
And the person that killed off the throwback trend buys Mitchell, is part owner of Mitchell and Ness. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, for sure. Swell says, I will admit I have a few jerseys I never wash because I only wear them when I watch games. I thought about that. I thought about it, but I already have LeBron and Luka. Haha. Yeah, I'm not buying no more All-Star jerseys. That's it for me. I'm not gonna get no more. Not for $350. So, have you guys picked up anything recently? Like, did you guys pick up any? I know you got the hat, Snacks, at the draft day hat. That's a fire hat, the Sixers one, and it's one of those things where it's like, people, resellers feel some type of way about it because that hat, originally that was a vintage hat.
Like $200. I said that one alone, the Mitchell and Ness goes for $200 on. Because
how much?
Like $200 right now. I could have grabbed the rack.
Wow.
It's because the one that they sold for retail on their store, it was cream. It wasn't white. It was cream. And then the other Sixer hat had like the newer logo. So the white one that was more accurate to the 96 draft was exclusive to the store. And they had like a whole rack of them. And I was like, if I was a reseller like that, I would have bought the whole rack. And I'm like, I ain't gonna do that. I just want it for me. I'm an Iverson fan. So
yeah. Damn, I did not know that. That's crazy. That's dope. It's dope though. I mean, that's a dope hat.
To me, it's fire. Like it just Iverson screams Iverson to me all day, every day.
Right. Sixer Cunningham jersey. Yeah, those are coming out next year. Looks like they're bringing back the Kelly Greens, but there's really no player. No offense to Eagle fans in here, but there's really no player that compels me to get
that hurts.
I'm sorry. Just got in a white LeBron Lakers 6 and Garland Cavs City Edition. I was talking to King about that. He was telling me, he was saying like, I don't know why I bought that Garland jersey. He's like, I don't even know shit about him. I just know that he was like, doing great for the Cavs. But that's one of those things, man. It's one of those things where you get into it and then you buy it for what? Because you want to complete the collection, or what are you trying to do, Swell says, I got also a lot of the older Super Bowl champ and NBA champ hats go for a lot on eBay. I believe it. Hats are the new resale, man. Shit's out of control. Yeah, no, that's really with the hats, man. It's really sad. Like I said, I had to cut myself real quick on that because there was a point last year where I started to buy a lot of sports specialties, logo athletics, like Slim. I'm sure you saw some of my hats, but like I had like the original like 49er, shark tooths and scripts, and they weren't cheap. They were not cheap. I'll tell you that. And I was just, and then like I saw, like I went to like my local Lids, and then Lids and New Era started to bring some of these old styles back. Like Jake from Kings of Throwbacks had the Shark Tooth 49ers hat, but it was a New Era brand. And I saw somebody comment, "Oh, but it's not the original though." So what? It's the same design. You're getting the same. You know what I mean? Like it's no different.
It's more wearable,
but it's not different. You know what I mean? Like it's people have a different mindset when it comes to this type of stuff.
I did pick up. This is gonna start another drug for me. Like I did pick up the Iverson champion joint, which I'd rather have this than the Mitchell and Ness version of it.
That's the Dazzle material, right?
Yeah, this is definitely like super fire. But like I said, one thing I do want that I regret is letting go of my Iverson collection. So that's something definitely I want to. I'm not gonna rush to get it. I'll let it come to me. So definitely gonna little by little must pop up.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up. I am Inhuman 93 says I snagged that 89 Joe Montana away jersey and also Steve Largent Seahawks home jersey. Hopefully I get it this week, if not early next week. That's what's up. Facts on that. Really like the style. He's a good young player. About to cop a Joe Crick, little Bills jersey. That's what's up. I almost had the chance to get one from Dan. It was a size 48, but I wanted. Huh?
Also, I think I know which one you're talking about. He's on Macari right now.
Oh, the Bills? Yeah, I haven't really. This is actually that All-Star jersey is my most recent pickup since I think it was since the Butt Kiss jersey that I got, the Illinois one. But it's been a minute. Russell Kelly says we'll probably get me one of those Kelly Green Eagle jerseys soon. That's
love hearing that from a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I was about to say that's bold.
This is the part I don't understand. Like, why would you get a Kelly Green jersey when you have the option to get like a Randall Cunningham, Reggie White? Like, why would you want a Jalen Hurts? Like, I'm just using that as an example. Like, I understand as a throwback, but why? I'd rather spend the money on a Randall Cunningham jersey just because it's fresh and it's new. Like, oh my God, they're wearing the Kelly Green. I need it. I think that's part of FOMO too. Like, do you really need a Kelly Green, Jalen Hurts jersey?
Unless you're an actual fan of that team, I see no need for you to get that. And when you could get the original, that's just
you drop a 300, whatever, 280. Which probably you probably won't even make it an authentic. And I'd rather have the Cunningham. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel it. Throwback General still in search of a Garrison Hurst Niners. I have one. Let's see. Snacks. Let me have that. I'm a diehard Broncos fan. I still don't have one. Crazy, bro. I want to get. I've been looking for a Shannon Sharp Broncos, man, but I can never find one in my size and in good condition. He says I got a Mike Vick Kelly Green. It's pretty dope. Yeah, nah, Michael Vick. Despite everything he did outside of the field,
those Kelly Greens are not. Those Kelly Greens are not the same. Those are like older style.
What is that Reebok, Slim?
No, that's that Adidas one that you helped me get.
Oh. I helped you get that, really? Shit, I don't
know. I hit you with the you gave me your opinion on it before I picked it up.
Okay.
General said something about a Hurst, so of course I felt compelled to show off.
He was actually doing a signing in San Francisco like a couple months ago. I was so mad I didn't go because Patrick Willis was there, Frank Gore was there, Garrison Hurst was there. I think Roger Craig was there too. A bunch of other like 49er legends, but I never went. Yo, real quick, Big John, do you have anything you want to add in on the topic?
Not really, man.
No. It's all good. Yeah, this topic, I don't think it's gonna go to like 3+ hours. Because it was one of those things where it's like we all kind of already said our piece about it in the past. And it was like one of those things that I just kind of wanted to have, I guess, more insight on. I think King Leo would have been perfect on this because I think he would have been able to give.
Oh, we chop liver? No, we chop liver over here?
No. No, but I mean, like,
perfect.
somebody from King Leo's perspective, though, because he's one of the guys that's still actively buying current Nike jerseys. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Nostalgia Boy, too. Roberto, I know, is now getting into it. Like, we all know Roberto, like, we're getting old gold and stuff, but, like, now, dude, he's getting heavy with the new current Nike stuff. And I think that's what this topic really touched on was, at least from the jersey aspect thing, is the Nike jerseys. You know, because the Nike jerseys have a high resale value as opposed to, like, you know, Mitchell and Ness stuff. I mean, who you see pretty often pop up. But
yeah, you can't resell Mitchell and Ness jerseys.
Speaking of, you got the Skinny Jean King up in the house. What up?
You.
Bro, you look, that lighting makes you look evil as hell.
Oh, I'm trying to just adjust the.
You know, I was about to say, bro, you look like you're in like Paranormal Activity or something.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm downstairs. You know.
Is that you're in your new crib now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
But I'm downstairs. Usually, you know, in the old house we had, there was the third bedroom up on the third floor, but we only got 2 floors this time.
I gotta lock my door now.
Third floor? Shit, what, you live in a mansion or what?
No, that's just the way like the military housing was set up.
Oh, got you. All right, man. Well, dude, tonight's topic is talking about resellers, reselling, and restocks, man. I mean, what is?
Well, I want to make a real quick quip. I only have one table. I wouldn't need that many table covers. All right, there, Slim.
Fuck you.
What?
You didn't hear what Hey, Rez, you didn't hear what I said? I said I lock my door now.
Huh?
I gotta lock my door now.
You gotta lock your door.
Yeah, I don't need that many decorative table covers, so I'll be all right.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna ask.
The inside joke.
Yeah,
I know you went to his house.
Like as far as like the resellers and stuff, it's gotten worse once COVID hit and everybody was stuck at home and needed something to fucking do, and slowly but surely, like, you know, prices of everything has gone up, and then when you have nothing but limited availability when it comes to certain things, and then you got to worry about buying it now or not seeing it, you know, FOMO, which, you know, Snacks has talked about a bunch of times. You know, you got to worry about missing out. So sometimes, like, you go and you pay full price, and then next thing you know, it still comes back out. And then just the way you have some sellers, especially like sellers that are like well known, like on eBay or throughout the community, and they kind of list shit super high, and it kind of makes kind of drives the market that way, like, you know what I mean? So then the person that kind of be like, oh, you know, you got some people that genuinely look out no matter what, but then other people are like, oh, well, if he can sell one for 800, why can't I? Or why can't I sell it within that ballpark? And then basically you get a whole bunch of people seeing that same price, and then everybody else is selling at the same price, and it just is irritating. And then the fact of, like, you know, the biggest thing is like the Nike NBA stuff. A lot of stuff only being team store. They don't want to ship shit out. And then, you know, social media is so big, people know, like, they don't even care about jerseys. They just care about money. So you have people that are reselling that don't give a damn about, like, that there's a community of people or people that actually want to get it. If they got the funds to go and, like, I'm going to buy a whole rack, but I know I can resell it, they're going to do it. It was like what Snacks mentioned. He could have bought out all of those draft day hats and then went, and he didn't have to put it up for 200, but he definitely could have made, you know, made some money. You know what I mean? cut the cream off the top for those dudes trying to bash people in the head, but he could have still, you know, tenfolded his money, but he ain't thinking like that. Cause that's something along the same lines like when like the biggest thing, the Caruso jersey, the Bulls jersey. Like I've had like 20, 30 people inbox me somewhere in between there, like, oh, you got another one? Oh, can you get another one? Did you buy two? So you have, like another one to sell? I'm like, no, I got one because I would rather give somebody else the opportunity than buying two. I'm only getting for me. I'm not getting to, you know, unless I'm helping somebody out, like another collector out who needed it. Like, but as far as like just having one in the back or having a couple in the back, like I ain't got no problem. People do what they want to do, but there's people here that in the community that's all they really care about is their money. They don't like I've seen people wipe out stuff and then resell it, and then I just it is what it is. It sucks, but you just have to like be patient. I've always been patient with a lot of stuff, so I guess that's how I've been able to attain certain things. And just looking, that's a big thing about people. People want like instant gratification, like right now. So some people don't even like attempt to try to look.
Right. So
Because I earlier in the year I had an opportunity to snag a City Edition Dame Lillard from this season for $100.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and like it didn't have tags, but that's still what 150 under retail.
Yeah, that's like over 50% off.
So the opportunities are out there. You got a lot of people who don't even want to put in the work, just in general. So
yeah, like so for example, you have the City Jaw that came out this year. That jersey right now is going for crazy amounts of resale if you try to find it like a third party website like eBay and stuff like that. But like you don't have to say where you got it from, but like was it hard to get it like when you got it, or was it one of those things where you just saw it, you found a deal on it and you pulled the trigger on it?
it had to be worked out. It just is really annoying.
Okay. So then you
and
had
like and then like prime example, the Bulls jersey. I literally had like some dude from over in Hong Kong like offer like $800 for the Caruso.
Damn. That's crazy. See that's crazy to me because it's like, dude, I don't think anybody would do that for like Mitchell and Ness stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and Mitchell and Ness is like they're like they're deemed as like the cream of the crop when it comes to jerseys and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the availability is way more. Nike.
Right.
I was talking to a guy. I think like as far as like John Moran goes, I think only like 500 jerseys were made available in authentic.
Right.
So how many members are there in Kings? 5,000. So 10% of the people in Kings had the opportunity, and it's even smaller than that because there's other jersey communities that we might not necessarily be in that are just into jerseys, like the Filipino jersey groups got a ton of people in it. Like the Chinese jersey groups got a ton of people in it. And that's really a big market over there. There's some guys I follow on Instagram, like some of the shit that they post is insane. So, it's like, so even if, you got all these other communities and then, you got like a drip drop of stuff coming out for people to buy. It's like I mentioned in my YouTube video, like the Bulls was the only team to offer 4 players in authentic, and you can't find them. Like, there's teams that only offered one player, and the Bulls had 4 players. And I saw Caruso on eBay like a week after they initially dropped, and it sold for $800, easy, gone. So and it's just like that with everything, the shoes, the like certain clothing that comes out that people want. It's just everybody. It's like a giant resale market. Some people, there's a small majority. There's a little minority of people that actually like care and want the community to keep growing and want to look out for each other and try and help out. And then there's just a lot of people that are just in this just to make. Some of them have gone past the fact of really just being like a jersey head or a shoe collector, and they're just in it for the profit.
Right. Do you? I mean, like, do you look at stuff like to profit, or do you just collect because you genuinely like to wear the jerseys and stuff like that?
I collect stuff for what I like to wear, like hashtag wear shit. I'm not coming at you, Slim, but
It's all smirky.
I don't like popping a tag off something is not something that's hard for me to do. I just pop it right off, and I don't have an issue like wearing something or putting it on, and like even if it's something that's like of high value.
Right.
If I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it to wear it. I'm not gonna buy it to let it sit in the closet. I'm gonna get my usage or my money out of it. Now, some stuff you can resell. There's very few items with Mitchell and Ness where like you can put up like the crazy numbers you're seeing for like the City Edition Nike stuff. But I also think the Nike stuff from this year, because it's the 75th season, there's that added extra. Whereas like last year or next year per se isn't going to mean as much because it's not the 75th season. Whereas like people will go and they want to get the 50th season because they want the gold NBA logo on the jerseys.
Right.
And you could essentially get the same jersey from the season before or the season after, but it's different because it's like, oh, it's from that commemorative season. So that's also what's driving like a driving point for like the jerseys this year, the fact that it's that season. So because I've been the Bob McAdoo that I brought, and it's in the video that
the white one.
I got offered a decent chunk of change for that as well too, and I said no. I want to keep it, and I wore it. So
right. In terms of like the restocking aspect of things, like obviously, it sounds like we've all paid resale to get something that we wanted, but like, with things restocking, will that change your mindset of paying a premium price for like a Jaw City edition or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like some like team stores thought that they were being like proactive by not making stuff available online, but basically people who knew that supply and demand, knew that people wanted it, were still making money. Meanwhile, the team stores aren't even realizing that, oh, we don't want to sell online because if we sell it online and it's on eBay, they just find someone in that city, give them money, or they get a little upcharge, and then they put it on eBay and they want to make their money back or double their money or triple their money. So it doesn't really stop it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Prime example, the Ja Morant, Luka had made the post, and there was a dude with like 12 of them, and it was like a bunch of smalls, a couple mediums, and like one extra large or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't. There was someone that still was able to supply him with like 10, 12 jerseys, and they didn't, because I had called them. Just inquiring, just being like an inquiring mind. And they're like, oh, we don't want to sell it online because we see they're on eBay for like $1,000 to $1,200. Then meanwhile, someone just bought a whole bunch off the rack, resold it to somebody else, made their money, and now that person is trying to bop people over the head. So like, it just sucks. The only other complaint I have is owning stuff that came from like Nike or Fanatics or the NBA store, compared to some of the team store stuff, is like who a lot of these teams that were using, whoever they've been using, be doing like bad jobs with customizing and stuff like that. Like You know, whereas like when you get it from Nike or you get it from Fanatics, NBA Store, you know, it comes out right, and you know, it's easy. It's kind of easier to like send it back. Whereas like some of the stuff where people are getting stuff for you in store, and it's then you get it and it's kind of like crooked. Not much you could do other than try to get somebody to fix it.
Right.
Because like the Caruso on mine, the 6 on the front is crooked, leaning to the left. The Ja Morant, the 12 is crooked on the back. And then the Phoenix Suns jersey that I got, the statement edition, the orange, the mini fireball, like the name is too bunched. The one on the back is crooked, and then the one on the front is like crooked, and the material is kind of pinched. So it's like, you know, a gift and a curse. You know, you're sitting here trying to get these things, and then you're still getting product that's fucked up.
Sounds like QC to me, man.
Bad. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been fortunate enough that, you know, I haven't, you know, most of the stuff has been retail. I've been very fortunate. Whereas I've, you know, people in the group mentioning that they're you know, paying these resale prices, or, you know, even if people are looking out, they're still paying a bit of a like a resale price to get stuff. So
right. For sure, man. You know, I definitely think that you know, people need to be well informed of any purchase, really. You know, whether it be jerseys, sneakers. I feel like people forget the narrative when they're buying, like, because there's just so much stuff being pumped out at such, you know, quick pace. You know, I feel like, you know, you get caught up. You know, you get caught up with the hype. You get caught up with the FOMO, and you start to distance yourself from why you're collecting in the first place. And you know, it's one of those things where you have to really understand, and you have to go at your own pace, because I feel like with the jerseys especially, I feel like people feel like they're compelled to buy every single team, every single city edition, and that's not the case. That's not the case, because obviously certain teams, like some jerseys are fire, but like I'm just like I the player doesn't compel me to buy their jersey. Like the Timberwolves, like I don't hate on Anthony Edwards or Cat, you know, Karl Anthony Towns, but I'm not fans of those guys. Jersey's fire as all hell, but I'm just not compelled to spend that money. I'd rather spend that money on like a Garnett Timberwolves jersey or something like that. But that's just me on that. So, do you guys have any like other things that you want to add to this topic before I move on to the next topic? No. All right. Well, I do want to offer a chance for show and tell, because I feel like a lot of us love to show our pickups, and you know, I want to share some pickups with you guys. They're not all jerseys, actually. Some of them are an assortment of things, but I'm actually very excited to have this. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Pull it real quick. All right, so I got this, and I showed Snacks this the other day, but I'm really happy that I got this because I found this locally, and it's a it's actually signed. This is Medicom Real Action Heroes Spawn, and I was fortunate enough to find this locally. I got it on eBay when I met up with the seller locally, and I'm gonna do a video on this pretty soon, actually. But
can't wait for that one.
Huh?
I said I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a video on this soon. And then the figure is actually very big. Like it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. But here's
that's dope.
Signed by Tom McFarlane.
That is fire, bro.
So.
Oh man, that's so dope.
Yeah, they made two versions of this. They did the hamburger head one.
No, I never liked the hamburger version. That one's fire.
This one is just different. So I'm definitely gonna do a video on this for sure. really, really excited.
That's dope.
But, yeah, I'm trying to kind of focus a little bit on other things that I collect because I don't want to just buy jerseys every single time, even though I know we all love jerseys. But like, yeah, I'm looking for some of those 12-inch spawns, man, but they're freaking expensive, dude. I had no idea how much some of those are going for nowadays. I was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? I remember those used to be like.
I actually got one for sale if you're interested.
Oh, really? Which one?
Well, it's a newer one. It's not an older one.
Send me pictures after, and then I'll take a look.
I'll get it right now.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's dope because like I'm trying to get more spawn stuff, but like I don't know. It's like playoff season too. It's like playoff season's around the corner, so I'm trying to get like jerseys of players before like people start riding the hype train, you know, because then they'll be all gone and stuff like that. Because like I actually want to get me the Luka Doncic City Edition.
Beautiful jersey in here.
You have it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the Mavs team shop has one right now in my size. I'm just debating if I should get it with the sponsor patch or not.
Yeah, it's very clean jersey. I haven't done a video on it, but I wore that thing pretty quickly after getting it. So
that's what's up. What you got? Oh, is that from the Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope. What size is that one? That's a 12-inch?
Yeah, it's 12-inch paws.
That's fire.
So fire. So fire.
That's dope. Yeah, no, I'm looking for the 12-inch one. He's like flying, and you can see like it comes with like a bat. Like there's like bats.
I know he's talking about.
Anymore. So expensive, dude.
I want the one that he's on the cross. Oh, that was so fire.
Oh yeah. That one is dope too. Yeah, so crazy. Russell Kelly says, I got the Lucas. Nowadays, manufacturers want to make the jerseys at the cheapest cost, but it's a higher price. Yep. Rez, your next pickup should be the Eddie Guerrero Funko Pop with the lowrider. I didn't even know they were dropping that. That's the thing with the Funkos too, because like, yo, those things like they just make so many of them. Like, it's kind of crazy, like how many of them they make.
Yeah, they just dropped the Slam magazine. I haven't been excited for a pop ever, but the Slam magazine Iverson pop, I'm definitely getting that.
Oh, they're making that? Dang.
It's already out. It's like it has the magazine in the back and it has the Funko.
Yeah, man, it's these toys, man. That's another whole realm of collecting too. And I know Slim was thinking about collecting Transformers for a while, and
me and have that conversation quite often with each other.
Like, yeah, I remember you were saying that you were waiting to get your own crib before you start collecting that stuff. So
yeah, I'm like huge. You know, of course, I got the Transformers tattoos on my shoulders, but you know, love Transformers, love Star Wars, and it's like jerseys is enough.
Nah, I feel it, dude. I should stick to just one thing because I get so distracted with so many different pickups and stuff. I still got to display this too because I did a review on this my last video, the cooler.
Yeah, it was a dope review. It does look like Super Shredder.
It does, right?
Yeah.
I said the same thing when I first saw the character, but all right, man. Well, you know what? Like that's pretty much tonight's topic. You know, I know these usually go for like 3+ hours, but you know, I've kind of I think we've broken down this topic enough to where you know we pretty much said what we needed to say. We have a stance on how we stance on it, and I don't know if you guys want to share anything else or if you guys have anything that you want to talk about. You know, because I know I get a lot of DMs all the time about like, yo, Rez, you should talk about this. And that's fire.
That is fire.
That's fire.
I'm sorry. You have to blow me up.
Yeah, no, you know, I kind of that's dope. I kind of wanted to just talk about this topic because it was something in my mind, you know, that I've talked to like you guys individually about too. But I encourage anybody that really, if you guys want me to talk about a specific subject, my DMs are open. You can always hit up my line because I get people that want to talk about certain topics, but I don't know too much about those topics. So, those people who are suggesting these ideas, I encourage you guys to hop on with me so we could co-host and kind of break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do a topic about a subject that I really know little to nothing about unless I have somebody there who can help streamline and educate all of us. Like, for example, the cards and comic stuff. Like, there's no way I would be able to do a full-on live unless I had an expert like Snacks and Mac, to really just kind of help with that because, I don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to learn and understand about different roads and lanes and, different types of fandoms and stuff like that. And vice versa. Like, if there's something that I'm into that you want to know more about, ask me about it. And we could definitely try and see if there's something we could make it into a live. And I do these live streams every Wednesday. So if I don't talk about it this week, I might talk about it the next week or the following week. And one thing that I will say that's kind of off topic, I have a logo, an official logo now that I will be dropping very soon, and you might see it on some apparel. So I'm working on it. So, if you guys are interested in supporting me by purchasing some apparel, hit me up and I can fill you in on more details. But I'm very excited because this logo is original. It's not copyrighted. It's going to be 100% owned by me. And I'm hoping I could put it on some hats and shirts and things.
When are you dropping the logo?
What's up?
When are you dropping the logo?
Looking to unveil it by next weekend. So, I have a couple logos actually that are already in production that are pretty much done, but I'm just gonna wait until I unveil it, and then, if you guys want to see it on apparel or something specific, like if you wanted it on a hat, shirt, or whatever the case may be, hoodie, I would greatly appreciate it. I'll fill you guys in on more details.
I'll buy one. A t-shirt.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop. And
don't discriminate against the big guys.
Nah, never, bro. I mean, I'm a big guy too, so I got to be able to fit in that stuff too, So
you're no big guy. Get out of here.
Speaking,
you don't sweat in the shower.
I don't. Big John, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, man. Speaking of big guys, I was at the mall earlier today, and man, I was looking at all the jerseys, and man, I couldn't find any of them my size. I saw a Luka swing man, and I saw a bunch of those jerseys, but they were all like larges and extra larges. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Every time
that's how the Mr. story is, man.
It's crazy too, because like the chalk line, the Cena jersey that I got like a month ago, like that thing, I got that in the 2X, right? I could barely put that thing on, and I was like, what the hell, man? Like, usually 2X for me are like relaxed fit, like I could layer under them. I couldn't wear anything under that jersey, and that jersey was tagged at a 2X, so I'd have to get like a 3X to even just fit in that thing. But they're supposed to be releasing the camo, the Chain Gang one in April, and I'm like, man, I have the original, but I'm like, I'm curious to see how that's gonna fit. I hope that's not gonna be like a really slim jersey, like no pun intended, but like,
hashtag sit-ups.
Hashtag sit-ups. So I might have to do some burpees or something to fit in that thing. There's a lot of stuff that's coming out that I want to get, actually. But I'm kind of scared because with like the playoff season around the corner, is like I don't want these jerseys to sell out. Like I was planning it because I was like, I do want to get a LeBron City Edition Lakers jersey, but like the Lakers are pretty much damn well out of the play-in. They're not going to make it this year, so I feel like, is this stuff going to sit or is it going to sell out? Because I feel like with Luka, this stuff's going to sell out like once the playoff starts and they
Oh yeah,
they get past the first round or whatever the case. Like I feel like his stuff's gonna sell out. Like,
I just the Lakers jersey is another jersey that's beautiful in hand. So if you can get your hands on it, I would snag it up.
yeah, no, for sure. I definitely want to get that. And then even like the Jokic one too, the city. I wish I bought it, but it sold out. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, like some Jersey news, I know M Diddy was telling me that he was talking to some of the employees over there, and they're coming out with a lot of some college lines, and supposed to be coming out with the I don't know when, but the Kevin Durant Texas Longhorn jersey, which I'm really curious how they're gonna do that, and a PJ Tucker for some reason. Because he's into the whole sneaker thing. I'm like, why would you make a PJ Tucker Texas? That's like retarded to me. But I'm really curious how they do the material because they kind of that material that M Diddy did for that Syracuse Carmelo Anthony. That's the material that Texas used also. So I wonder if they can duplicate that. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I forgot the other teams that they were gonna do. Can't really think right now. But yeah, the Texas Longhorns, Durant, huh?
They mentioned online, I guess in May they're gonna like drop some of their baseball stuff.
Their batting practice stuff.
No, like authentics. There's other authentics that was told about before that waiting to like see it get dropped and.
Yeah, but they're not gonna drop. It's funny. I'm noticing that the new batting practice jerseys, their highest is 2XL, which is, I think they really got up to 3XLs, which is upsetting because you know how small those jerseys run, and all I can do is hope for Fanatics, because Fanatics always seems to drop the bigger sizes. So it kind of sucks. I love the batting practice jerseys, but I always gotta get them bigger. There you go. The Shaq LSU, the Fab Five.
Wow.
Bullshit.
That? Wow.
Yeah. They're gonna fuck with that Fab Five. I can't wait till they fucking clown the shit out of that jersey.
And they're supposed to be doing the home LJ.
Oh wow, damn. Yeah, they're dropping a lot of stuff. I want to see them. I want to see them drop some more college throwback college jerseys and stuff like that. Cause
that would be dope.
I feel. I mean, with the Eddie George Buckeyes one, that's dope. I feel like they should do more though. They should do like more collegiate jerseys for the NFL.
Well, I think with them finally offering, Jordan, because originally, the powder blue was, Europe release only, and now that they got, that, I just feel there's more to come. Because also, I think they're supposed to be doing the black at Iverson too. So they did the navy, they did the gray, and then I think they're gonna round out and finish off and do the black one too.
Yeah, they wait till some black Jordans come out.
Yeah, yo, Russell, I got your message. I'll respond to you promptly about the logo thing. I can't say much about it just because it's not technically mine yet. There's like a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I'll just leave it at that. But I'll see what I could send you if I could send you a little snippet of it. Robbery. I don't know if I heard it from them, but I heard a way too. Oh, they're gonna be doing a Marquette. That'd be interesting to see. They messed. I can't wait till they mess up those Rebel jerseys. Let's see. OSU.
Yeah. Maurice Barrett, OSU. That's a custom dream. That ain't.
No, the Randy Moss Marshall. I've been saying this like forever. Like they got to make that green one, dude. That. I would buy it.
I don't want them to do it. They'll probably fuck that shit up.
I hope not, man. I mean, that
green is different.
Man, it's like an emerald green. Like
that was your shit back in the day, Snacks.
Yeah, I used to love that jersey. I don't know why I sold that shit.
Fire, dude. The white Jordan Carolina was super disappointing in person. Was it really?
Bro, that shit was fucking mad. Why the numbers and the letters are huge, bro. That shit was ridiculous, bro. And they're not even the same Carolina blue from the whole. Like y'all seen fucking probably Leo's review. The Carolina blue color is different. Like they're the same year. Why are they different? It will make no sense.
I gotta check that out. I haven't seen his review yet.
Did you see the fonts? The fonts are fucking. The 23 is huge
compared to the blue one, right?
Yeah, and normally they like when I got my Iverson jersey, I was happy, but I just noticed like the fonts are like stupid small. Like it's either gonna be big or small. I don't get them.
The issue with the UNC is like I think what North Carolina is supposed to be arched over and then arched under, and it's not really like the proper arch.
Yeah, the blue is wrong.
And then like they do a okay job with the name. It's supposed to be smaller on the back, but it's supposed to be a little bit like higher, but when you go, I get everybody wants stuff to be like gamer specs, but it's like
Nah. I know you're
no, but I'm just saying
defender,
some
man.
people that's how they
up.
take it.
Nah, they fuck that jersey up.
No, I'm just saying, but then there's some people they're expecting like gamer specs for some stuff. Like this is a gamer. I'm like, yo,
no, but the blue one looks okay. How come they just all they gotta do is reverse it and make the white one? Because it's way too different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that sometimes, like how teal is like a can be like a hard color to match. It's like the same thing because there's a powder.
Mitchell and Ness is the same fucking company. I got the material right here. Let me just use it over here. It's not like they made in different fucking places.
No, I'm just because I'm going through the process of getting a light blue jersey done by True Custom, but he was like, oh, I don't know if I can make it because the color that he has available might not be the same. So at least he's forthcoming with telling you like, hey, I can't do this because it's not going to be proper. So I'd rather not do it than to do it. So,
color isn't as big of an issue as the fonts and proportions. It warps the original look.
Yeah, because I would suggest watching Leo's, and you can see it just hanging there. It's night and day, bro.
I'll have to check it out for sure.
And usually it's going too small because, like I said, I had the Iverson Georgetown, the navy blue one. The reason that was easy to let go because the Georgetown was like, between my titties and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? It's supposed to go across the chest, not like this small, bro.
You should ask him to have it sublimated on a white base.
Oh, I know, but sometimes, when it comes to True, he wants to be exact and have the material instead of like going that route. But that's like a future plan. I think Mark knows what I'm talking about, but it's like a jersey later down the pipeline I would like to get.
That's what I do if they don't have a color in particular fabric tricks of the trade. Good to know. All right, fellas. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night here with this live stream. It's probably the shortest live stream that I've had. But usually we have a full house, with like Neil and everybody else on here. But I want to thank everybody that hopped on tonight, man, and just was a part of the panel and the stream, and you guys that are live with me on camera here. Big shout outs to POB1 Full and Bay Area Throwbacks who were also previously live on screen with me. Stay tuned, guys. I'm definitely going to be doing more topics again. In the upcoming weeks, I have some other topics in mind that I want to talk about that I think will spark some conversations. And in terms of the other topics and stuff like that, I know sometimes you guys might not be into some of the stuff that I'm into. I try to give you guys plenty of notice. That way, everybody can kind of put in their 2 cents. I know last week I went live with a fellow YouTuber by the name of Goshen. Amazing collector, and she's like a really diehard Dragon Ball fan. And I was actually surprised because for somebody with her level of fame on YouTube and stuff, she actually didn't know about StreamYard. So I introduced her to it, and she actually started incorporating it on her channel, and I'm glad it's working out for her. Stuff like that. you know, that's really dope. I had no idea she didn't know about it, but yeah, man. If you guys are new to these live streams, don't worry. I do these every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Different topics every week. I also do take requests. So if you guys want me to talk about something specific, you could DM me directly on my Instagram or other social media handles, which I've left in the description of this live stream. And also, if you want, you know, you can leave a comment on the comments of this live stream video, and then I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can, man. But you guys have anything you want to add before I call it a night?
Make sure you hit that like button.
And Rez, there's gonna be another meetup. A little bit more time for you.
You gotta give me a couple months to plan for that, man. I mean, I'll definitely try and make that happen. Dude, believe it or not, I was actually looking at flights that week. Slim hit me up about, you know, going, and I was like, bro, I would love to go, but round trip is gonna cost me like $1,000, dude. And I'm like, shit, man, I won't even have no money to spend when I'm over there. So couldn't make it happen that time. But yo, like, I definitely am down to go. And I know Adam too. Adam Murphy was like trying to plan something like later this year.
August.
August.
What's going on in August? How come I'm leaving left out? How come this is a secret Mitchell and Ness meeting?
I don't know. I know nothing about this. I've never been out there.
This is the first time I'm hearing about some August shit.
I'm just left in the dark as much as you are, so I have no idea. But nah, I definitely, if we do all meet up, man, I'm definitely gonna document that occasion, because I already have an idea of how I want to film that, you know, that epic meetup and stuff. And all I need is really you guys there. And
what, my 1 minute video wasn't enough for you guys?
No, it was, but I mean, I want to see it.
Rez is gonna have the whole setup, the camera on the chest, with
the drone.
I'm not gonna do all that. I mean, shit, bro. Like, it's hard enough to get a damn freaking drone on the plane, let alone fucking.
There's gonna be 15 of us walking in slow motion.
When Rez comes, we gotta do all a shot of us, different Rez facial expressions.
This is gonna be my next thumbnail for my next video. Oh my god. No, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. So I appreciate you guys hopping on, and definitely stay tuned, guys, for that. Hope to see you guys next Wednesday.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.